So let's take this Angel cookie cutter. Believe it or not, this started out with this cookie cutter to the next level. And I have some sparkly merino stellina here. That's her body. Well, that's the outside of her body. I have some snow DHG. I love how white that is. I have some locks for her wings. I have a little piece of ribbon to go around her neck. This is new to me. This is the amber glitter sparkle merino Firestar mix. Makes great hair. Comes in yellow too, but I'm loving this amber color. All right, so first you're gonna take your white. And this one, you can just get kind of crazy. Well, you don't need to really do the wings. Don't get too crazy. So we're just really gonna do around her head. We're gonna make kind of like a modified triangle. I'm gonna come in here. We're just gonna do that much. So basically we're just getting the shape, the base layer shape. And this one, I use quite a bit on this guy. So we have quite a bit in here. And you want to kind of keep this shape. It's not too, maybe it's just giving you the size. But instead of doing these flat, boring wings, we're going to first take this out. It's kind of like a modified pyramid. Probably want to keep the shape for a little bit longer. You can see how you can tell when it's felted enough that it doesn't spread out when you take it out of the cookie cutter. So I have that shape, right? Now, I take a little wire. This is kind of crazy. I don't know, it's probably 8 inches. But there are my wings. All right. There are my wings. Where's my head? I want to draw a line with my needle where that wire is. There are my wings. So I'm going to take a piece, lay my wire on there, and we'll effectively glue it on with some fiber. So we have this wire on here. And here's where you got to decide how big you want your wings. There's her head, and we're going to make that head round after we pick it up. This is still pretty loose, but it is in there. So you have these locks. What we're going to do, remember your cut end and that one. All right, I want just a little bit of white. Right here. And a little bit more. This side. This will kind of solidify where they're going to go. Now, depending on what lock fiber you're using, if you're using mohair, I would highly suggest you go all the way up the wing with a wool fiber first. So we're going to take a wing fiber, wing fiber, wrap it around. These are like 6-inch fibers. We want to get them going on here. And you're gonna make a wing. I know I make it sound super easy. So right here where we have that wool, we want to stab this. So your wings are gonna be in a wing shape. And we're gonna not go all the way to the middle of the back. Gather them up. You want to maintain the locks. You don't want it to flatten out. Because you want to give a semblance of feathers. It's a little bit awkward at first when you're putting them on. Because if you felt it too much, you're going to lose the fluffiness. So I'm just going to do like a couple more, and then you're going, well, what about that wire? It's sticking way out. Well, it is, because I'm going to bend it back. Once I get out there, I'm going to bend it back, and I'm going to put another layer of fluff. Depending on how big you want your wing. I'm going to start right here. And notice my little inside angel is pretty messy. And right now I'm only felting along that wire. Be careful because there's another wire under there. Keep gathering up your locks. I'm going to open this one up a little bit. So your goal here is to hide that wire. I like that 2 layers feels like the right amount of locks to me. It feels wingish. You can see I'm making it look like a wing. So it's bigger down here, and it's going to come up to a small point. I'm always felting a line down. Think feathers. So that's one side, and we have this other side to go. And repeat the process over here. I'm starting to pull the head in a little bit. So really the cookie cutter on this angel is not really necessary. You just need this interesting keyhole type shape. And then I will come back in a few minutes with the finished wings and show you how to get the body on. because I have to go get some more locks. Okay, so now you have your wings on. So the next thing I want you to work on is the head. So this needs to be a round ball. So you can add more, but you don't want it big. You can just take what's here, since we didn't felt it a lot, and poke this into a little round ball. It will become a round ball as we work with the next color. These are kind of like a Waldorf angel. They don't really have a face. You could probably put one on there if you wanted, but tiny faces are hard. All right, so we've got this weird shape. So now we have this merino stellina sparkly stuff, and we're gonna take it. You want just a little bit hanging past. I want to draft it out. Remember, drafting means just pulling your fibers. So we're going right over the top of her head. And you have that much. Now, remember I had a ribbon? We're going to take our little ribbon. I know we didn't stab anything yet. It's kind of crazy, right? You're going to take your ribbon. You're going to tie right here. Let's tie a little bow. And then we're going to shift it. I like it over to the side. You can leave it where you want. So we have that, and then we're going to want to tuck in, gently tuck it in on the sides. I don't really like to poke too much on the front part. I like to leave it floofy because, you know, merino gets holes. So we still have room here for more. We're going to take another piece. Now here, we're just going to go up right at the ribbon, stab a little line, bring it down. Come past your area. The area of the end. You just want it to hang down. So let's put it on the backwards way. Bring it down. Hard part about the angel is the wings. And then we can do some more on the front. Just need, or actually put some right in here on the side. You actually can take it over if you want, and down. I don't like too much bulk right in there. So what I'm working towards is for this to come to a point. I'm feeling like this is the back of my angel, and I feel like this is the front since I have the bow there. So I have this one blank spot. I'm just going to add a little bit more. I'm just going to add it in along the wing. These would be great on a package. You could put them on a Christmas tree. They are going to stick to the tree. And they may, because they're not felted a lot. So if you want to felt it a little bit more, you can see I'm felting this down into a point. So now she needs just a little bit of hair. Well, wait, I forgot one thing. I forgot her little halo. So to make a little halo, we're going to take a little piece of wire. This is like 6 inches. And I just wrapped it around. Honestly, and stuck it down in. Stuck it down inside. I actually put it on go down in, and we have a little halo. So it's, you can glue that in, but we'll attach it with her hair. So for the hair, however long you want it to be, just take off a little piece of this amber glitz stuff. And I'm going to come across the top. Now she doesn't look like much right now. Find your center. So basically we're stabbing in a part in her hair. I'm going to move that out of the way for a second. And just get a little bit across the back. The only thing that's going to hold this hair on is this line that you are stabbing. Okay, so we have hair, we have halo. Get back up there. Then we're going to bring it down however you want. You can twist it. Adhere it down here a little bit, you know, accentuate where you twisted it. This is where I like to make the stab the face just a little bit. I was just playing with these cookie cutters that I got, so it's not like I've made a million of these. You don't want her head to look super fat, so you can tuck this all in. Always remember, you're poking this in the direction the hair is flowing down. This girl's got a lot of hair. Mine keeps getting tangled up in my sparkle, so that's what keeps happening here. Because the angel doesn't have too much felting, just a little bit, lots of wrapping in. So I'm going to tuck that in so her face is round. All right, that halo is not going to stay, so hold on. Let me give you an alternative. I'm going to use a little hair glue here. It's got nylon fibers in it, so they're really long, so I'm going to cut them and stack them. I'm going to go over top of the halo. I'm going to go back and forth. Go across again. So that will hold it up straight, but it's not going to keep it all the way in. So I would advise that we go in here, find this end, and turn it up. And that will anchor your halo in. I still don't like her hair over here, so I'm going to keep poking it. This is where you know the teacher is never perfect. We're human. but it does take your cookie cutter to the next level. I will hang this on my tree.